Radio.
Hello, Capricorns. If you'd like to come on and have a seat for some symbolic
Stephanie.
support. Hello. My name is Stephanie. We are going to create an ink blot made in your name and essence to see what shapes and symbols stand out and speak to our psyche and psychic senses. As well, we'll add on Tarot and Oracle. And where Mr. Ghost Gift is here kicking tea. As you've heard, we have Ghost Tube for any audio additions from the afterlife that may further inspire and add to our aura adventures. Overall, please do receive a release freely. All the links are below. When you're ready, let's go. So Capricorns, we're just going to be using black ink today. It's good for the brain. Your dream psychology card that came out is the number 23. And if any imagery stands out to you, by all means, we'll dive into that a little bit more. Caps, welcome. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome home. You know the drill. I create in the name of muses. We're here to create a portal to perceive in, less a masterpiece. Not to say that you're not a masterpiece, Capricorn, because I too am a Capricorn, so you are a masterpiece. Capricorn, when you are ready.
Undecided.
You know the drill. Take a deep breath. Closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support in the name and honor of Capricorn Collective. May you meet a message with meaning. When you're ready, crease of creation. I do need a little... This is a new book, so don't mind me. See if I can do that. All right, Capricorns. Okay, so there is... A Brontosaurus has been coming up for me a lot lately, which is very interesting. So I don't know, Cappies, if it's just...
Listen to me.
It's something. We are absolutely here listening. If you would like to join us for the sending shoutouts to the Capricorn Collective. Something old like Dinosaur Land or the
Danger.
Land of Time, where there might have been different dangers of sorts, because there is a Brontosaurus here. There's a person, which I'm getting the sense is a representation of Capricorn. And then there's a baby hippopotamus here. There's something attached. Do I have a pen? Sorry about the inky hands. I'm plugged into, like right at the third eye area, I'm plugged into this branch. I'm shaking hands with something. There's an elevation, ascension. There's also a tall giraffe. It's a staff stick. Hi, nice to meet you.
Dangerous.
Hi. I think I've been through a lot to get to this place, this new land, because it's even higher than the Brontosaurus. Now, GhostTube keeps saying danger. I have a feeling the way I'm sensing it, Capricorns, is if you're working through any sort of frustrations, and it's almost as if, do you know how this makes me feel? Is that I can see you reaching a potential. I can sense you've been doing things in
Who is she?
Cordial way. Is this to keep others happy, okay with your change? Or it's like trying to not keep everyone happy in a people-pleasing way. This is, say you're rearranging or painting a living room, but you're changing your decor, and along the way you try and help maybe your family, your friends, your roommates see the vision and not panic. You know what I mean? When you can see a painting like midway or a project midway, and you can be like, what is this? What is going on? And for some, it feels like, oh, this is just a dangerous excursion of decorating. We'll go with that. And it's like I've been trying to ease other energies around me to say, it's okay. If you don't quite see it the way I see it, I'm bringing it into manifestation. I'm bringing it into the material realm, but there's stages. Some of it's messy, but it will work. And revisions and addendums, okay, can happen along the way. There is an ability to revise, but the overall feeling is I've been really, really kind to help others. I don't know if the word is understand, because it's not the right word. Maybe appreciate or respect the resonance of you, and you've been really not walking on eggshells, but nice about it. Nice, the nice Capricorn. Even if others are like, that's not nice, but your version of nice. I don't want to put ink on my face, but I might have just done that. I'm kind of getting this feeling where I'm a little tired of it, because okay, so I'm hearing the song, might as well go for a soda, nobody hurts. Is that Kim Mitchell? Like, Capricorn, just go for a soda. You know what I mean? Like, step out of it and reclaim I think you're reclaiming a purpose. Whatever it is that you're decorating here in the densities. And I say densities, interesting, densities, because you see something. You see something. Now, whether this isn't decorating your house, this could be you're being like receiving something for what you've done, and there's this handshake. Like if you're receiving a Medal of Honor or some sort of gratitude gift from a different realm for the point that you've reached right now, this new land of time. Because the work you've done to get there, it feels as though a whole shift has happened. But that shift, like decorating, could be in a place where it's still not put all together, but
Where are we?
Inspirations that will come along the way to add things in. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't want to fill that wall yet, because I'm going to enjoy the next days, weeks, months, years, finding things that please me for that, and hopefully please other people, or they can appreciate your vision for the life that you are creating. This little hippo wants to be my friend. If a hippopotamus means anything to you, this to me is very representative of how a Capricorn can play in the energy. I can be very sweet and kind and cute and adorable, but then a hippopotamus is also like ferocious, if I recall. Like maybe I'm making that up, but like I think they can be very like fast, or
Daft.
I don't know what it is. I don't want to say mean and chompy and like annihilating, but okay, but they can charge, right? And charge feels frightening. And maybe when you are charging ahead and you have this vision or this motivation, it can frighten other people. And then I kind of want to say, and it's not fright in a survival mode, it's stand back. And then I want to give the advice back, not that it's really advice, but the song, and I want to say to them as Capricorn, but I am a Cappy, so thank you. So thank you, is, well, here, have this soda. You might as well go for a soda. Nobody hurts and nobody cries. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. There's also something about, okay, so it feels like this is...
Are you scared?
No, I am not scared. But maybe there's been moments of that. I want to look into this card in just a moment. Cappy. Yeah, let's read into it. So, Cappy, see if we can do that. There we go. I'll read it in just a moment. You know the drill. If you see, sense, or feel anything, sorry if I didn't say, please feel well to comment below.
Scream.
Add an emoji, whatever the case may be. I do appreciate any interactions with the channel, and your presence, attention, and awareness truly warms my haunted heart. And the extended, if you're a secreter, second tier member, you'll receive it verbatim. Like, we'll do the other side. And if you'd like to join us, you're welcome to. And I might also put it on Buy Me a Coffee as a one-off. So if you're not interested in becoming a secreter member, that's cool too. Anyway, let's go. 23. Forceful. It's heroic energy. She runs to the attack beside her guardian lion. Powerful, compelling, intensifying. The forceful express power effectively. The forceful express power effectively, compelled to achieve their goals by inner necessity. How is power an issue for you?
Again.
Are you going after power without values to focus its use? Or are you denying yourself power because you have not committed to taking full responsibility? Choose now to access what power you have and use it effectively to enhance your own values and those of others you believe in. Your task, should you choose to accept, is to take initiative using force and effectiveness to settle things in your life. So it's like to settle things, like just go for a soda, settle it out. Let's talk about it. Let's go for a tea. It doesn't have to be a soda. Let's look at the reality of this. Does my taste or preference, wherever you're maybe accelerating or deaccelerating in certain areas, is it hurting anybody? And I'm thinking of like the lyrics, because there's something about the lyrics linguistically that is bringing me back into the land. And even with like the Brontosaurus and like this, well, that's not going to work at all. Don't be ridiculous. This is very prehistoric, right? This time frame. And that's like that hippo. This lion is like that hippo. When need be, I will be ferocious. But it's like I'll come down off my throne. You can, Cappies, you can wander between both royalty. I don't want to say this in this way in a space of separation, but hopefully you know what I mean. Royalty and reality. And I'm not saying there's not a royal reality, but the royal within your reality and getting it to be seen, felt, or heard outside of you because it inspires you. And in turn, really you want to inspire others because there's a significant amount of care. But it's like that. Maybe it's like finding or acknowledging your love language. It's of service, or it's, people have different love languages for what they care about, who they care about. And maybe claiming that and saying, this is part of my love language. Even within the self. There's also something about with this ascension, evolution type thing that's coming through. Sorry, I'm going to see if I can make this just a titch bigger for me. With all my sets of eyes required apparently to see. There's a giraffe as well, if that's standing out. I kind of feel like I'm on the lookout. This makes me feel you're really working in the energy, the emotions first. Like you're understanding the alchemy before it's expressed earthly. There's these precursors, prehistoric to present to future, that happen. I feel very playful. I feel like even though there might be a force that I'm working with, and it's being intensified, I'm being compelled. This is very much a compelling the Capricorn collective to not force the Capricorn force upon anyone or anything, but this is almost like saying it's going back to this royalty to reality. I can be both in Hall when need be, but I'm also not beyond cutting down old, I'm going to use trees, but I don't mean it literally, because it's like clearing that, and those dead trees, whatever they may represent, or that brush, becomes an offering to whatever it is that you're building. And it actually helps the steps be created here. And whatever your ascension kind of is attending to, accelerating towards, while other things de-accelerate. Because you're not pressing the gas pedal and the brakes at the same time. Now I see it, the way I'm seeing it is when you're in a car and say you're heading north, whatever your north node is, or your north star, etc. You are doing it innocently, but not ignorantly. You're pressing the gas north, but then you're going to take a right turn or left turn to head east or west, and that means you're going to brake coming into as you're heading north, but you're going to slow down on north, whatever that might mean to you, and you're going to switch gears, shift up or down automatically or manually, take a good turn. You know how when some people drive, like some people are just can be weird at taking corners, especially if you're a passenger, like really wide or really tight or unnecessarily fast, or anyway, you're taking a good corner, very cautiously, of course. And then once you get into your east or west or south, whatever the case is, you press the accelerator again. And you'll slow down for pedestrians, you'll slow down for animals, signs, symbols, synchronicities, and maybe you'll take that soda with you in the car. I'm pretty sure this makes sense somewhere. But that's what it's making me feel like. This is that power, that force that's coming through. You can also have, if there's any kind of tornadoes, you can manhandle even the forces of nature. That's how that's making me feel. Okay, Cappies, let's add on a few oracle cards. If you're still with me, gratitude galore. And see if anything else stands out. This feels like in another realm. This feels like psychic senses or in your energy field. Maybe it's meeting a guide. But you're kind of a force to be reckoned with, but at the same time I'm hearing might as well go for a soda. Like, I don't know if just people or yourself are concerning yourself with things that just aren't for you to be concerned about. I don't know what it is. So we have here dream world home base. Maybe this is this. Because I kind of feel like I'm in a protective vessel as well. Sleep is very important. I know we hear that a million times, but sleep is very important. And then you have here flying and dream signs. This feels like air. This feels like water. This is earth.
Do you know?
It's because when I go through this, whether this is a room that you're decorating, your psychic senses, your intelligence, your imagination, your intuition, apply any context channel, personal, professional, corporate, creative. It's like you're in the zone, and this is where you fly and you can rise up. It actually makes me feel like the remnants of barbed wire holding me down to something. Ease is here. Eases, even if this is in your own thinking. I feel like you are fire, have walked through fire, and I get the sense that you are following those signs along the way. Being in the car, driving north, driving south, this, that, or the other. You are following your signs, symbols, and synchronicities. Also direction. Maybe that's what you're getting up here is new directions, or because it brings me back over here, actually. Something's being cleared for you as well to create more. But it's almost like manhandling these thoughts, acknowledging the veins, the fire that burns in my veins as power. And this it's like right up here, sorry. These, was it scales? It's like the accelerator and the brake, accelerator and the brake. You've already had to walk through the fire. Some of you also might be having heartburn. Something about maybe food. Also feeling a little lighter. In whatever realms. It's almost like taking the pressure off myself to say, I'm not pleasing. If I have permission or an agreement and understanding, I'm not using permission in the typical power dynamics. But maybe in respect of those power dynamics, to say, you know, as the example, this room or this closet, this car it's yours and you're going to decorate it yourself. But maybe you do have kids or you have partners, roommates, and you share things. But it was agreed upon and understood you could kind of do what you wanted. And it's like reaffirming that to say, but it was agreed upon I could do what I wanted, what I felt. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay. It does somewhere. I have here closing out messages, Capricorn, ship, shark, ships and sharks. Okay, we also have 2 more. And then lion and old woman. You know the drill. If these mean anything to you, please follow that. I feel like somebody's pretending around you. I don't typically get this off this card. You might get a whole other feel. On the bottom is pregnancy fears, rabbit. I have a slight inkling this might be for a few. It's not a con feeling. It's a feeling of... It's like when you know somebody is hyper focused, right? And they're in the zone, and somebody comes up and they just wants to not distract, but it feels like a pulling down. This isn't a compassion, because Cappies, you're willing to stop. You're willing to pause and say, let's get a tea. Let's go. Might as well go for a soda. Let's talk about this. But this feels continuous. This feels like when I see this person walking down the street, when I see this person's text or phone number, whatever this is, I go, and I actually don't answer it right away because it's going to interrupt my flow. And I don't know if it feels purposeful or I'm just calculating it like that. But at this point in time, it's like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But then you also have here the lion. And you've had the lion twice now. This very prehistoric feel. Okay, thank you. Give me a moment. Up here in this conversation, it's like, I don't know if it's Mufasa or there's a who is that movie from? Is it a movie? It's a show. I can't remember. Oh no, it's fine. Anyway, the quick point of the story is he sacrifices himself. This lion, it is a lion in the show, and then because nobody really understands the magic fully to the oldest time, this is all about Land of Time, and he ends up coming back. You've been coming back and back and back in one respect because of different sacrifices you've made for different energies, conversations, compromises, all in the spirit of whatever it is that you care about. But I kind of feel like now it's a little bit of time for me to say, I hear you and I will still compromise, but it will be co-respect and do you know what I'm saying? It's okay for you to shine. I don't know how else to say that. Because it just feels like in some way, shape, or form, you've had to survive. You've obviously been surviving and you're successful about it. But there's somewhere else that you feel freer. Emotionally, etherically, and in the element of fire as well. something about your home as well, whether it's your heart, your head, wherever you are. And if you're not feeling that way, it could be because you're very much so in calculating these energies. It's like you're driving around, noticing. I'm not placing blame, but I'm aware as I'm driving the ship around,
Aries.
And I can see sharks and I can see other energies. Do I slow down? When am I making the choice to slow down, come to a full stop, park, parallel park, or, help pick somebody up? This is all very symbolic. Is it okay sometimes just to focus where you're going? Wave.
I love you.
I love you as well. Turn your phone off while you're driving so no messages can come in, type thing, and stay focused on you, on if that's a respected time, and even putting that boundary up to say, okay, it's, Monday at 6 for an hour or 2 hours, whatever the case is. It's not selfish. It's not selfish. Not in this context anyway, because I'm not I am not fighting everyone to claim this. I'm simply royal about it because I'm going to make the choice, talk about it respectfully, decide, and then go into action mode. Sorry, as I was driving around in the ship, that's where I get to see all these different signs and symbols. Bunnies, I'll stop for bunnies. Is this a fear? Is this a fertility option? Is it an inspiration? Capricorns. Sorry if I yammered on. I'm going to continue on to the extended. If you'd like to join me, like I said, I'll put the link, even here at the end screen, I'll put the link there to the video. If you would like to join me in the second tier or one-off and buy me a coffee, either way, I'm so, so grateful for you, for your time, attention, and awareness. And I will see you again soon. Much love. Bye.